2 minutes until showtime. 1 minute until showtime.
Hey, you guys crazy, man. I ain't talking. That's why it ain't no sound. Google Gilbert. Shit. I'm 40. I stay at my mom's. Hey, Google Gilbert, keep them comments to yourself, will you please, man? Shit. Just fucking wasting up space. That's why I'm gonna fuck with you motherfuckers on this shit. You ain't got shit to say. Just wanna put something up there. Alright.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Alright, you guys, it's time. Shit. I'm always doing some shit, and I'm always thinking about the shit I do. Now, nigga having a few dollars, and I decided, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I decided to go bid on this apartment. It wasn't an apartment, but it was a whole bunch of furniture. And it had came out of this goddamn apartment. I didn't even get to see the furniture before I paid this money. But I paid $1,500. And the reason I willingly paid that is because this furniture came out of an apartment that was renting for $2,700. So I'm thinking, shit, this got to be some good shit. So, I make the bid, get it, pay the $1,500. Had to get a truck to come get all the shit, but let me tell you something. The shit is dope. I got at least, it got to be $8,000 worth of shit. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because today, this past weekend, I decided to put the shit in my apartment. So I, hired the motherfuckers, Mexicans, to move my shit and bring the other shit in. But I didn't hire them to set it up. So I started setting this shit up. I got a bedroom. I got a lot of shit. I got a fucking the dinette set. I got the fucking living room shit, the living room furniture. A 70-inch Samsung fucking TV, which I broke, which is why I'm telling you about the shit. I put the shit up. I already had a 55, so it was cool, but it was a 70 in there, so I'm gonna use it. So I put the shit up there, and I'm moving the thing that it's on, and the fucking TV tipped over. Cracked the fucking screen. Now I'm fucked up. And I'm thinking, why the fuck didn't I just let somebody come in here and move this shit where I wanted it at? I want to move it by myself. I'm one of them niggas, man. I don't need nobody. But sometimes I do. And when you're the way I am, you're in a perpetual state of thought. And this, my goddamn friends, is tiring. So when it comes to my me time, as little as it is, when it comes to my me time, it's damn near impossible for me to stop thinking. I can't stop thinking about what the fuck I'm doing. Because I'm always working on something. And still, a nigga be coming up, nigga be coming up short, but that ain't shit. I said to myself, ain't that a bitch? And then I said to myself, nah, nigga, it ain't no bitch. It's life. And I'm living it with all the ups and downs until they throw the last shovel of dirt on my motherfucking ass. That's just how I feel. I've been absent from Facebook. I'm starting to come back on it a little. Facebook was once a place I really had a little respect for until all that silly bullshit started coming up. Statements people want to make, questions people want to ask, not want to believe the answer, want to make everything a lie, all kind of shit. But lately, I ain't even having time to even get into some motherfucker questioning or not necessarily believe in me. I don't even want to engage in the shit that I was engaging in before. Now, that shit did help me. It helped me to learn how to ply my wares on the internet. But I've learned when you step off into any part of this abadabba, I don't care what it is, you better be down. You just better be down. You're going to get clowned if you ain't. Now, if you are, when you're done, you're going to receive your crown. It's an ongoing battle. And the accolades are many. But when it's all said and done, you should have plenty. How do you think you'll feel in the end when it's over? There are people I know who didn't make the right turns in this game, and they remember this abadabba with malice. Just as I know people who made all the right turns and simply treasure the memories this goddamn abadabba left them. Pimps and hoes. I think it's fair to say memories for most of you are a long way off. I just suggest don't forget along the way that them goddamn memories don't have to be pleasant. You all one day have memories. Shit, I got them. And these memories gonna help you live the rest of your life. And you're gonna age with grace and dignity. Unless you weren't down. In that case, you're gonna have the same problem many motherfuckers that enter this game playing have. Pimps and hoes. You're gonna be mad at the world. The abadabba is no joke. And that's the one warning I'm gonna give you, because you are not going to be able to control the abadabba. Once you get it, it's controlling you. And you're gonna be thinking all the fucking time. You can't help it. You can't let shit be small. It's always big. That's why you should dream. And you should dream big. I didn't say be a dreamer. Shit. Everyone should strive to achieve their dreams. You know why? Because that's when they become goals. You need some goals. I strove to become great in an arena where the majority of participants fail to do so in. And this doesn't make me better than you or anyone else. I don't even want to be better than anyone else. I just want to be looked upon as a person with an extreme amount of tenacity. I want to be remembered as a man who chased his vision, caught it, and did hella shit for men with it. I have the stick-to-itness I need. That's tenacity. Tenacity is a word that's not used often in our conversations because it's just not an everyday word. But that word can be applied to things we do every single day. And if you're a motherfucker like me, you can take the letters of that word and make a sentence out of that letter. Then that sentence is going to make a statement about you. Now, if you spell that word out, you can see why it's so important to understand tenacity. Tenacy. Now, let me tell you what the T is for. The T is for true or truth. You can't live without it. Get fucking real. The E is for effort. You'll never get anything by wanting it. You gotta go get it. The N is for never, which you will never stop striving for the top. Now that A, it's for allows. Having this abadabba allows you to move and think positively daily. The C is for curious. Curiosity didn't kill this cat. It woke a nigga and a lot of motherfuckers like me up. The I is for intelligence, which will grow with the time you spend being down and dirty. The T is for two. All I know is I'm going to. The Y is for yield, something we will never do. See, that's game. That's good game. Good game for any man is priceless. You want to know what's more valuable than that motherfucking game you think you need? Knowing how to use it in the correct way. Young men who studied this abadabba with me are all doing the one thing that they had deemed impossible for them. No, they not being tense. No, they not trying to copy me or letting me tell them how to become a motherfucking pimp. They're finally being themselves and are comfortable as fuck with who they are because now they out in the mix. The same streets that you all claim are so dangerous, which they are, but real motherfuckers don't sweat that kind of little shit. They go out there and get more game with the little game I lace them with. I can only tell you how to drive. You still got to get in the car and navigate the roads. Same with this game y'all playing with. You can't tell HD the Great or Boss Hogg or Quentin or Young Ramsey the P, Brooklyn Sean, Rashady Jones, Al Franklin, Broderick White. Come on, it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that they know. You can't tell any of the motherfucking youngsters that I didn't bless with this game. That scary bullshit you guys be talking about. Yeah, all that shit is out there. It's a jungle. Well, what lion can't deal with the motherfucking jungle? Shit. Once again, I'm dedicating my show to men. I said several times I'm dealing with all men who have a desire to do this shit correctly. I know I do. Now, there's one thing in my life I did that I'm not as proud of as the rest of my deeds. It was unintentional, but I was a part of it. I was a part of what ultimately was the undoing of the way we know the Abba Dabba Q. It was not any of our intentions, nor was it the producer's intentions, but American Pimp is directly responsible for the influx of so many unqualified people getting in the game. You can go back to the Mac, and there was no influx of undesirable people entering the game. You want to know why? Because up until American Pimp, everything that had to do with pimps or showed you anything about being a pimp had ups and downs and all the other dangers involved in the pimp game. It was represented in anytime they was talking about the goddamn pimp game. American Pimp showed success. That's all it showed. Yeah, Dre went to jail, but that didn't really show the negative side of the game. Now, don't get me wrong. Jail is negative in any, no matter how you fucking look at it. But in American Pimp, we all shine so brightly. And none of us spoke of the pitfalls that we was dealing with. Although we did. We talked about bitches choosing, running off, all of those silly shit that's out there. But the way we was talking about it, like it was just a day in the life. And we was fly. 901, I seen you pop up. What's happening? 901, do you have something to say?
Hello?
Yeah. Come on, man. You on the air. You got something to say?
I can't, I'm saying something. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Man. I hope that shit ain't fucked up. American Pimp was like inviting scary motherfuckers into the motherfucking mix. 901, can you hear me?
Hey, bud.
Yeah, what's up?
When I talk, man, my sound come in about,
Hey, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Just kick it with me. I can hear you.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna say my question or whatever, and then I have to listen.
Come on, man.
Because I ain't able to hear you. But here we go.
Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to start a business, man, and I'm trying to raise some capital. So I was asking, could you help me develop some conversation to be able to ask for my money in a better way?
Man, I've had salesmen. I've had traveling salesmen in Sidewalk University. I had truckers in Sidewalk University that was offering services other than the trucking. Otherwise, they was teaching women. Hey, bro, what I'm saying is, hell yeah, I could do it, but it ain't no something you can do over the phone. It's something you got to come to Sidewalk University and get.
What about consultation, bud?
The conversation part is involved in Sidewalk University. That's what it's about.
Okay. All right, I got you, man.
All right, man. Okay. Check the shit out. I want to talk about this shit. Because that's the reason I kick it like I do. All these soft motherfuckers coming in and how to do this and how to do that. Motherfuckers didn't make American Pimp because we wanted to be instructors on being pimps. We made the motherfucker to show how fly we was from being the kind of dudes we are. It just took on another life because it was supposed to be a straight to DVD type thing. And if I would have held close to the tradition of not telling anyone about this fucking game, I believe it wouldn't be as bad as it is right now. I don't know if you know this. Almost 1 billion people saw that film. And you might not believe this, but that goddamn film played on HBO, all those premium channels, for over 10 years straight. From 98 to 09. It exposed the luxuries I and all the other motherfuckers who's truly about this abba earned. And we made it look so attractive that scary ass fools want it in. The real culprit is crack cocaine. Because if so many pimps wouldn't have been taken out of the game behind that goddamn crack, they would have been on the scene to run them fake motherfuckers off like we used to do, and they had preserved this motherfucking game. When you think of shit and don't have the answers at that moment, it becomes a problem. It becomes a concern. But once you realize the concern and don't have ways to handle it, it becomes a problem. That's how most of you motherfuckers deal with shit. Whatever you think of, that's how you deal with it. You wait until it becomes a problem before you decide to tackle it to solve. I wonder if you paid attention to the statement I made in the past about real sayings from the streets being taken and abused. I heard a song saying, pretty is what pretty does. Then this motherfucker went on to say why she would always be pretty to him. That ain't what pretty is, what pretty does mean. It actually has nothing to do with looks. Excuse me. It has to do with how much dedication you have to this abba-dabba when you have women. Otherwise, the most often way that saying was used was in a pimp defending the fact that he knows just because he got a fine ass bitch don't mean she gonna pay the shit out of his motherfucking ass. And by the same token, he can have a big bitch that ain't attractive and she could be the baddest bitch he ever had in his life. So a pretty bitch giving you a lot of problems is as ugly as they motherfucking come. And a big ass bitch who's confident in her femininity can pay like she weigh. Shit. Sayings are always important. There are ways for a group of people to understand something only they can understand. Sayings are not for everybody. They're not meant to be used with no regards. You have no regards to the meanings behind the statement. Well, the women who claim to to be down are missing today are the goals of being with a top flight man and represent him in public. If a woman thought she had a chance to get with a top flight motherfucker like me, she stood out to be seen. She let my motherfucking ass see she was down and dirty. And when I passed and looked at her, she wouldn't look at me. That bitch wouldn't let me see her with loose eyes or nothing. And when I get at that motherfucking bitch, she gonna choose. Now, if you don't give her this idolized symbol of a capable man to chase after, she gonna lose interest in showing her wares off. She gonna continue to come to the club and the parties, but that's all she gonna do because she's missing the one thing that drives her: a real motherfucking man. All she sees today are niggas playing dress up and not even dressing up right. She gets to see firsthand how little you so-called men of today believe in being a real man. You fools of today blast all over Facebook how much you believe in everything but yourself. Not only do you not care or know that bitches see this shit, she listens to this nigga fronting, asking for this real woman to break bread with him. Man, that shit is so fucking demoralizing to a woman, especially if she considering being down. What is she gonna be down for? Some nigga who ain't even sure enough to know what he want to do in one field? Some motherfucker who wants to be a jack of all trades and a master of none? What makes a woman even want to be down is the men in her life. Today, you have so very few women, real women, because there are very few men. In our day, 2 + 2 always equaled 4. You guys will never be the niggas you idolize because of your lack of faith in the game. I ain't talking to all you motherfuckers out there, but even those of you who know I'm not talking to you should hear this shit and get pissed off at least enough to do what we did. We smashed the pretender because we knew he would eventually do this to the game. Fuck it up. Now, recently, me and a friend, we was discussing shit. And the motherfucker asked me, why do I think it's so important for pimps to stay dressed? I mean, that question in reality is easy. But if you dig deep and think critically about that question, it's fucking deep. Pimps are not ordinarily thinking men. Pussy excites us, but not as much as looking in the motherfucking mirror and seeing a budding pimp. Woo! Don't see no budding motherfucking pimp looking back. Shit, we eat food naturally, but as often as possible, we like to rub elbows with the elite. So when we eat. So for various reasons, you can say he dresses to the T. But the real one reason is because he is a pimp to himself. If you consider yourself a true pimp, you want to look the part as well as being perceived as the part, as the real deal. When people see you and speak with you, you want them to know you got pimping in you. This does not mean you need to be suited and booted every day. But it does mean you have to be dressed every day. If you do not dress, you don't want people to see who you are. And you don't want them to be in awe of what you represent. You see, the biggest thing to a real pimp is recognition of the hard work and accomplishments of becoming real. I'm telling you, once he sees himself as real, he ain't gonna allow anybody to see him any differently. Today, we got very few real pimps who dress daily and have principles that can cut a dime. Real pimps have accepted their roles in society, and they don't want any goddamn perpetrators around fucking up the goddamn abadabba. In this nigga's mind, he's acutely aware of the goddamn dudes he run in gonna try to imitate him. So he distinguishes himself from the pretenders by the way he dressed and by the way he carried himself. There really is a lot to being a pimp that today's motherfuckers just do not understand. If I wore an outfit and someone else had the same thing on, I don't give a fuck where I lived. I'd go home and change. You guys all dress alike anyway and wear fake jewelry. Then you want to claim you're real. I was explaining to you can't let a broad say anything about dudes as far as them being fake. And nothing wanted me to explain what I was saying, so I told him, man, what do a bitch do when she wake up? She wake up, wash her face, in best case, take a shower, whatever. And then from that moment she dry off, she start changing who she is. She change her eyes. She put on the makeup on her eyelids, on her eyebrows, paint her eyelashes, make her cheeks look puffed up or whatever, put the shit on her lips. Now, this she done did this shit, and that's just her face. She got something to do with her titties, her waist, her legs, her height, the color of her eyes. The bitch got something to do. Otherwise, she's totally unhappy with the way she fucking looked. And then you get the dude, 310, what's up? Hold on, 310. Then you get the dude.
Bro, but I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on, let me try to. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, I think you can't hear me, but I can hear you.
Why you can't hear me?
I'm looking on my other phone, and on here I'm not receiving like. I only can hear you because I'm looking on my other phone.
So okay, man, what you got a question? Cause hey, wait a minute.
Hear you at all.
Well, okay, man, you don't hear me. I don't know what to tell you because I ain't no technical fucking computer guy. All right, maybe that's why you guys ain't calling. You can't hear me. That's fucked up. Shit. That's this fucking blog talk, man. It ain't me. So what I'm saying is, instead of you going home and changing, you don't care that you look like some other clown in the same shit you got on. You got to start with the basics to get real. No matter how many hundreds you Photoshop on your post and you put it on Facebook, you're still wearing a t-shirt and some tennis shoes and some goddamn jeans. So you look weak and very unpimpish. Imagine a time when dudes claiming pimping had 3 or more hoes. Now imagine you are one of them. You know what I would say to that? Damn! You got a hell of imagination! Never one of you motherfuckers will ever be able to have more than one woman, and you know it. We believed in carousing with as many women as we could. In my 15 years of doing blog talk, the other day I had a first. I told you nothing is better to a veteran pimp than to kick some game to youngsters who's eating it up. I feel a little pride listening to how much sharper you guys are these days. I already planted the seeds, and the fertilizer is going to be these many times we kick it. I'm going to represent the who, what, when, where, and why of turning out to be a man at all times. And if it's in you, maybe some pimping. I don't know. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to be serious about this great journey. But if you are, you get some fantastic views of life as an alpha male. The first things first. Do you know why or what made you want to man up? I hope it ain't money. Shit, you can get money 10,000 ways. So it surely has to be about more than the moolah. I know what made me want to be a motherfucking monster. I'll bet Tay know what made his ass want to turn out. I can't lie, it has money as a lure. But I didn't have to want to be down and dirty to get money. I was getting money when I turned out. I'm sure most of you were too. That's what your mouth say. What was it that drove you to this life? You need to know these things. I'm focused on my goals. I'm living a life that many dream. I'm on a mission to go down in history as Philmo Slim will. I'm playing with fire and not getting burned. And I know I'm only responsible for what I believe. Given those facts, the only thing available for a motherfucker like me is to keep on pushing until I reach the pinnacle of my being. I won't stop until I see some resemblance of what this game was back in the day. Then I won't be happy until all these young motherfuckers get the message. This Abba Dabba is precious. And if you're going to be a part of it, you got to take it upon yourself to always be the standard and represent what it is you think makes you qualified to say that you got some of this Abba Dabba. 323, you can't hear me? Shit, I don't know what to say. Can you hear me?
Hey, it's me again. I'm gonna just ask my question. No, I can't.
Ask it.
So basically, I'm gonna hurry up and say it. What's your take on a dude dropping off food for one of his kids that his baby mama had got multiple kids, and her having an attitude about it because he didn't bring food for the other kids, and her stamps didn't come on time, and that's that.
Well, man, I'm gonna be real. If I had a son with a bitch, son or daughter, and she had 3-4 other kids by some other baby daddies, I would either go get my kid and take my kid to get whatever the fuck. But if I brought something to him, I would feed the house. And I ain't saying you supposed to do that. I ain't saying that's the right thing to do. I'm just saying that's what the fuck I do. Because they kids. You know they gonna want some. That's fucked up. That's plus it's gonna make your kid have a problem with the rest of his family.
Yeah, that creates confusion.
Yes, it do. So you gotta understand what's going on, bro. Did I answer you? All right. Something's going on with this fucking shit, evidently. But I'm gonna finish. Never, and I mean never, make a person guess what it is you are, who it is you are. How many gurus have you witnessed come and go on Facebook? How many radio shows have come and gone proclaiming to be about the real game or real ways to catch? Have you really thought about how much bullshit is on this social media? I'm proud to say you can go back to 2010 when I decided to go hard with my confidence course, and you'll see that I'm still here with the same products. That's a testimony to the fact I ain't no joke, and my confidence course and SW is real. Both are legit, and I'm proud of them. You're witnessing it. Some of you live in it. All it takes is the path being cleared, and you can see. But sometimes, some fucking times, you need help. Wake up and realize help is right here. Sidewalk University ain't going nowhere. And the shit we putting down is going to be legitimate for the rest of the time you breathing, however long that is. It's definitely going to outlive me. Going back when the shit started hitting the fan, there's been so many you might have forgot about Trayvon Martin. We know white people feel that fucking lousy, whatever his name is, Zimmerman or whatever, was innocent. I was thinking, excuse me, told you I be thinking about all kind of shit. I was wondering if the civil suit was ever filed against that Zimmerman motherfucker. And if it was filed, was he found liable? Because I ain't heard shit about it. But I'll tell you what, if that motherfucker was black, not only would he be guilty, but he would also be hated by the world, a la OJ. And all you fucking Mexicans who hit me defending Zimmerman, miss me with that bullshit. There's no fucking way you can tell me if your son was in Trayvon's place, you would want to shake Zimmerman's hand. And you cannot tell me you wouldn't be screaming bloody racism if it was your goddamn son and the fool got off scot-free. I know you essays through Facebook, and I respect all of you motherfuckers that I know. 202, I see you, man. What's up? You might not be able to hear me either. I don't know. You there, man? What's happening? Three, two, three.
Right.
323. Can you hear me? Man, so I ain't gonna answer nobody else. I don't know why no motherfucker can hear me, man. This is crazy. Fuck! Everything is on my end. All this shit is on. Why it's not? Okay, any motherfucking way. I don't bite my tongue. I don't give a fuck. If you told me anything plus about Zimmerman, you're full of shit. Period. In any way, shape, form, or fashion, if you got anything, oh man, come on. $510, can you hear me? All right. No more calls, you guys, because I evidently you can't hear me, so I don't know what the fuck to say. Let me cut this motherfucker off too. Everybody, be off. Man, What's up, 323?
One more question, man. I can't hear you still, but my question is, what does that take on other races using the word nigga, man?
Hey, I ain't got no take on that, because you motherfuckers let them do it. Motherfucking Peckerwood say nigga around me when I was a kid, or even now. I got a problem with his ass. Now, by the way, if there is a black motherfucker who defended Zimmerman, I'm saying the same shit to them too. The motherfucker got away with murder, and I hate his fucking guts for it. Believe it or not, though, y'all responding to me crying about that different shit gave me a lot of direction. I had never planned to give up, but I had not thought some of the things that you motherfuckers mentioned that I could do. And one thing was starting my own school system. You know, you guys, some of you made me realize if I'm gonna fish, I may as well fish for the big one. Now let me ask you a question about fishing. Where is it better to fish at? The ocean or the lake? It really depends on what you're fishing for. Now, if you want action at a big old fish, my bet is the ocean. If you're simply looking to have some quiet time, relaxing on some water, my bet is a lake or a river. Now, what's my point? Where could a fake bitch get more attention than she has seen in her entire life in one place? And it's the Facebook ocean of suckers. Faking the funk. Other than that, that motherfucking bitch would go to the lake around her neighborhood and spout that anti-men bullshit. Who got worms? I'm telling you, I am in a very good place mentally. Started out talking about, my me time. I've had some me time. It don't have to be no long time. I can just be 10 minutes, of just really concentrating on what I'm thinking or what I would like to be thinking about is me time for me. I don't need no day or whatever. You don't either. You just make yourself think that. What you need is confidence. Not confidence in life, confidence in what you think about life. Confidence enough to follow your thoughts to your destiny. Confident enough to, once you get there, realize you're just on another level and you got to start all over and keep going, because that's what it's about. All right, I'm gone. In that, now I'm gonna get over
Thank you for
here.
using Blog Talk
Oh,
Radio.
shut up, bitch.
Goodbye.
Okay. So I guess you guys on StreamYard can hear me because y'all responded. So I don't really know what was up. Ramon Bell's good, man. Thanks. What's up with you? You say you've been hearing me the whole time. They scared of this information. All right, my mom. Hey, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get off here, man. I hope y'all heard that shit because this was some fire I was dropping. And I want y'all to understand the way I think. It just makes me think about all kind of shit all the time. And that is the only drawback from fucking with me in this male confidence shit. It's gonna bring shit to you, and you're gonna just figure everything out through some dedicated thought processing. JD. Boy, JD, eventually I want to buy every class. This, the 202 guy. Okay, listen, man, and understand this, brother. Anybody that want this can get it if you want to come to SWU. But you're going to have to get what we're offering. And the shit you're talking, it's not what we're offering. That's just, nah, man, it's not. Hold on. Hello? Who is this calling me on this goddamn number? Hello? Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, so the other one not working, so I thought I can call you. I can hear you on the screen. I can call you in.
Okay, man, what's up?
Yeah, man. So I was coming to my brother of mine, and we were kind of going back and forth about, alpha males. And one thing you said about alpha males, man, who was when, where, why you want to be the man you want to be. One thing that stood out during the conversation we were having was you gotta understand that you have to believe and know who you are in order to be alpha. Because an alpha male believes what he thinks and what he represents. And exactly what you said earlier, you gotta have standards. And once you stand and go by those standards, to a woman, you're alpha.
Well, bro, I believe what you said in there. You got a question in there?
I guess it's not just a question. I guess I just wanted to.
You wanted to make a statement. You wanted to make a statement, and that statement was real. So I mean, what can I say? I go with that.
Right. Yeah, that's all it was. It's not just a question. But yeah, thank you.
All right, man. Be cool.
For sure.
So the thing is, you guys. Well, you guys be writing some shit. Okay, but anyway, I'm finna go. Since y'all was seeing me, I ain't gonna trip. I mean, hearing me, I ain't gonna trip. That's just broken in me. But hey, man, I'm out.